Hey everybody, clearing. All right, this is going to be a divine masculine and a divine feminine kind of check-in. We are just going to look at how each are consciously progressing on the journey at this time. Oh, I just split it to surrendering for union. This is the masculine deck. What else do we have poking through there? Wow, thinking about the foundation and wanting to step out of comfort zone is what I'm getting from that. So yeah, the masculines are sort of, they're understanding how it will feel to step into union, wondering if they're ready, they feel it. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the divine masculines and feminines in the collective that will join me here and see these videos? Welcome if you're new. Hey everybody, if you've been around for a bit. And here we go. So divine feminines on the right. I just shuffled the masculines cards. What can we see? How are the divine masculines and feminines focused on their spiritual connection to source? Wow, 10 of coins and 9 of coins. So for the masculines, we have this focus on material realm provision, finances. But in this card, it talks a little bit about, you know, having it all, but not having love, or having it all, but then feeling like it might be stolen from us. And then what would we have if all of our material possessions were taken away and we don't have love? And then here's the divine feminine, you know, in this Empress in waiting energy, making their own way, taking care of their own energy. This is the Sovereign card. Yeah, it really feels like the masculines are getting that divine download that they are ready to include love. There's a foundation, going back to those first few cards on the split, that there is a foundation in this connection that would warrant deepening. How are the masculines thinking of the feminines in this sense? The moon, that you are the cosmic goddess, I just heard. So the masculines are thinking of the feminine as orbiting them, that you are in their orbit is also what I'm hearing. That you are silent at this time, but you're mysterious and vast and awesome, like the moon. What can we see for how the feminines, so your cosmic, also the feminine's cosmic wisdom is illuminating to the masculines as the only thing that would transcend a material existence would be to have access to the sacred feminine through your wisdom, through your spirituality, through your cosmic energy. And for the feminines, so 3 of Swords. So the feminines are holding their own. They don't want to perpetuate heartache anymore. Third party stuff, being spread too thin, having a conflict of interest, not having this connection come forward. The feminines don't want to be in waiting, because being in waiting energy causes this heartache. Oh, I've got a senior dog beside me. This is my dog Jello. This is a dog I got 15 years ago. She's doing okay, but we're getting close to the end. She's been living with my ex, and I have her right now before Christmas. Anyways, it's a really tender time. I've had her for a few days now, and send prayers. Okay, so divine, so if you hear panting, it's Jello Bo Bello. Okay, so divine feminines are really wanting to release this heartache of indecision, of waiting. And so they're holding their own. They're in their own sovereign energy, letting go of wondering who, what, where, when, why. What can we see on the intuition for the masculines and the feminines? Wow, the masculines are walking away from something straight over the horizon to the feminines. They're walking away from multiple people, player energy, third parties, anything that emotionally doesn't serve, anything that's underdeveloped or immature, they have seen it for what it is that I'm hearing, and they're walking towards true wish fulfillment. For the feminines, we get 3 of Earth in the inverse. This is a card of the material realm. In the inverse, there's an energetic knowing. So intuitively, the masculines are using their intuition wisely to not get themselves into things that won't be emotionally progressive. What can we see for how that's affecting the feminines? Yeah, right now in real time. Even I'm hearing for some of them, they're on the phone with some other person that's been holding them back from this love, and they're cutting it off. They're claiming their freedom in some way. So that can be romantic or non-romantic, whatever's been taking them away. Some of them are finalizing that right now. There's no more waiting. I'm hearing there's no more waiting for that day to come. How are the feminines feeling about the masculines here? Inner bravery, because they know there's more than meets the eye here. And yet in the material realm, wherefore art thou, masculines? Huh? What can we see on the throat chakra, the communication? Masculines and feminines. Okay, the feminines are in a deep sense of peace and surrender, and the masculines are juggling like, should I, shouldn't I? 6, 7. Oh my gosh, this is a 5. What comes next? 6, 7. Yeah, they're really wondering what they should say, how they should approach, when. How does this relate to the feminine? Yeah, this transformation. So it's starting to become relevant. We've seen this a little bit, like they know that if they don't bring love into what they've been creating, that it's a bit hollow. And if they don't walk away from certain things that don't emotionally serve, it's not going to be great. It's all product of this transformation they're undergoing. But now they have to employ their free will and communicate clearly. No more mixed signals. Okay, what can we see for how the feminines are viewing the masculines? Just unconditional love. There's a whole lot of surrender going on over here. So the feminines are just really done with the waiting, done with the heartache, done with wondering if it's going to happen in the physical. They're trusting that this love is there, and what I'm hearing is they've totally surrendered that if the masculines do not feel the same way, that's their prerogative. And this is signaling a letting go. I think we've seen it in the recent ratings where the masculines are picking up on the feminines kind of not being as present as they used to be. It goes hand in hand with this transformation that the masculines are truly letting go of certain things and embracing a deeper desire for connection. What can we see on the heart space? Oh, masculines are wishing for this. Yeah, so they are walking from the 8 of Cups away from, the 3 of Cups, other people, places, things, right towards wish fulfillment. The 8 of Cups talks about walking over the horizon to this wish fulfillment. So on the heart space, in these connections, the masculines are wishing for this like never before. And the feminines are really understanding not being in waiting energy. They're having epiphanies. The Hanged One can feel like waiting. It can feel like the universe has us in a headlock. In the inverse like this, it's epiphanies about not waiting, about not needing to be in that energy of waiting. So you'll know this is for you if you are no longer waiting for your masculine, but you're not trying to fill the void with another person. You're just good on your own, allowing the universe to bring you what is for you, feminines, and you're just open. So how is this wish fulfillment focused on the feminine? Okay, the masculines are realizing that the feminines possibly aren't watching their stories, aren't spying. They are refraining from spying on the feminine. It feels like they want to do this more justice by actually connecting in the physical. So not so much aloof energy, but waiting for an appropriate time to have a real conversation, I just heard. So in the past, they got that dopamine from spying, possibly posting things to get attention, song syncs I just heard. And they're refraining from that because they actually really want this now in the physical. So they've always wanted it as a fantasy, as an emotional, mental, spiritual thing, but they didn't quite know how to bring it into the physical. And I'm getting here that they are preparing for this to be in the physical. How are the feminines handling this? Okay, Seven of Swords. So the feminines know this journey is all about letting go, surrendering, allowing, releasing, not worrying, trusting divine timing. And the feminines do have that esoteric wisdom up their sleeve. And so it's not that they want to let go so far, masculines, that they forget you've existed. It's more that they've found the secret to their inner peace. And they're not worrying about the connection or feeling a lack of worthiness. What can we see on the solar plexus? Divine justice and 8 of water. Wow, so feminines are on the receiving end of the masculines walking away from karma, same card. But here the ship is coming in. So the feminines are waiting for this connection to come in, but not in waiting energy, but they anticipate because they feel it. They know. The 3 of coins says there's more going on than meets the eye. And the feminines can sense the masculines walking away. This is a little hat tip to the masculines walking away from the 3rd energy. And masculines have divine justice here. So how are the masculines viewing the feminines with divine justice? Well, a love offer is on the way. They know it's justified. They know you're the only one worthy of their love offer, feminines. And it's not of earthly means. It's divine justice. It's not of, material realm alone. It's higher love. And they want to offer that to you. Your next level is what I just heard, feminines. And what can we see from the feminines? High priestess, more of this knowing with no proof in sight. Like even this ship is like, is that the masculines? I don't know. Is that the feminines aren't really, sure who's going to be on this ship, but they do know they deserve love. They do know that it's merciful to let go of the stress about who, what, where, when, why. And trust that they'll know when they know. What is the sacral energy for the 2? Seeker of orbs in the upright. Okay, so the masculines are getting this heightened pull, curiosity. Ooh, I just heard elixir and phoenix energy. So the masculines are interested to know what the sexual chemistry will be like, what the spark will be like when this connection actually clicks in a mutual way, with no apprehension. And for the feminines, we have Queen of Air. You don't feel this or see this coming. The masculines have been withholding the energy in the 5D as well as in the physical because they are cloaking, they're keeping it close as they decide. And they've also come more into mastery. So divine alignment isn't just in the 5D. It isn't just in the physical. It's the combination. But these journeys ebb and flow through the dimensions as we focus on different aspects of the learning and the proving of the connection, the energetic awareness, the physical awareness. And so what I'm getting here is that the masculines are more focused on that full circle energy of what it will be like in the physical when we bring this energetic awareness into the physical connection. And feminines, you have no idea, is what I'm getting from this card, how much your masculines are anticipating this, how it's starting to pique their curiosity past the point of no return. I just heard not that they're not coming back, that they can't help but come back because this has sufficiently risen. How does this relate to the feminines? The strength. And there's a white rose for peace offering. So there's something about a peace offering coming in. This is humble strength. This is humility. So it also has to do with putting down stubborn energy and pride and focusing on this eternal love. And having the sunshine here is talking about the full conscious awareness of how they truly feel. They're getting ready to tell you how they truly feel. How are the feminines viewing the masculines? They still think you're their 10 of Cups masculines. They still feel like you are the one that checks off all the boxes on every timeline. What can we see for the root chakra? Grounding. Wow, in the physical. Wow, 3 of Cups and 3 of Coins. So 33 might be a sync. Put 33 in the comments below if you feel this energy. That's where we have divinity. We've got the Trinity card here. So this is the divine connection and this is the feminine and masculine. When we are each focused on connection to source, it brings true divine counterparts into union, into alignment. But it's required that we focus on source, which is love, in order to get there, because that leads us home. So the 3 of Cups is the energetic, the emotional free flow. The sharing doesn't have that apprehensive, anxious energy in it. That's the fluid sharing of emotions in the physical. So how are the masculines viewing the feminines this way? Still wish fulfillment. They've never met somebody who's closer to the divine or embodies that amount of simpatico, is what I heard, with them. Put simpatico in the comments too. And for the feminines, yes, they're sending this readiness beacon, this signal. So feminines are emitting peace and this frequency of open, conducive to union energy. The masculines are understanding that the feminines have aligned more sincerely with the divine than with them. In the past, you may have been too focused on the masculine and not as much on the divine connection, on your divine connection to source. And now these masculines are feeling the shift. Okay, what can we see here? Advice for the masculines who are watching this. 7th chakra and sensitivity. So this is connection to source. Crown chakra supports our feeling of being connected to a higher power and part of a larger whole, and sensitivity. So the masculines are becoming more sensitive to their connection to source. It's making clarity out of all things, I just heard. And for the feminines, 6th chakra. 3rd eye chakra supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities. So feminines, you've had to completely come into that embodiment of the moon energy where you don't even need your masculine to know the connection, to sense it, to feel it, to honor it, to live it, to be it. All right, many blessings. Bye for now.